That's basically a Midwestern soup, right? No, that's like a.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they call it. You're from the. That's a good one.
I'm not from the Midwest.
You're not from
no.
the Midwest, but you're of it sometimes.
I'm not from the Midwest. I'm just over 300 pounds.
Shut up, you. Shut up.
Yeah, this is our first RTX together. It's been really nice. All of you have been so incredibly kind.
Yeah, I was mostly expecting to get tomatoes thrown at me the whole weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have always been giving compliments and saying nice things. I was very grateful.
It's been awesome. People have been genuinely excited to see us, and not just because when they see him, they think he's Bernie back.
Yeah.
It's been an absolute blast. Have y'all had a good RTX so far?
Yeah. Good.
Hell yeah. All right. I do have a question. By round of applause, how many of you are visiting Texas?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent amount.
And how many of you are from Texas?
They didn't fire their guns. I'm sorry. They didn't, pow, 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 Yosemite Sam style.
These must be from Austin. Yeah, I do want to point out two things. One, less people, louder response. That's how you know.
That's Texas, baby.
That's Texas, baby.
Texas, baby.
And secondly, something that we just found out, or at least I just found out, is how awful Texas is. Now, hear me out.
Don't get mad yet.
Don't get mad yet. I mean, I'm not. This isn't RTP goes political. All right. I'm talking about. I just found out that every 7 years,
Like clockwork.
the tarantulas come out for mating season.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no one told me that when they made me sign the lease. When I was signing a lease to move here, no one was like, by the way, have you seen the tarantula clause? And I was like, oh, what's that? No, I've been here, this is my 6th year here, so that means I guess a year before I moved here was the last time these guys were out doing their freaky little thing. And I'm genuinely upset. No one told me it was coming. And you moved here.
I just moved here.
Tarantula mating season.
During tarantula. So if this isn't making sense to you, every 7 years, the tarantulas come out of wherever tarantulas hang out.
Well, I assume like a crypt of coffins in the ground. Like,
I think it's the IHOP off 35 and 2222.
actually, I think they're running the tables at the Chili in North Lamar.
The North Lamar and 45th Chili's. Yeah, that's right.
That's so just a bunch of coked out cigarette smoking tarantulas.
They all live under the table.
Just floating upside down in an El Presidente margarita.
Yeah, every 7 years, these little fucking furry freaks come out. Literal 8-legged freaks.
Literal 8-legged freak because they're fucking.
Because they come out of wherever they're hiding and they mate, and they do it every 7 years like clockwork. And this is the 7th year, and they are out in full force.
You forgot about the worst part. They stay until it gets cold, and you guys are from Texas. When it's not gonna get cold. It's not gonna get cold till November, so we're gonna have to deal with this till like November, December.
Yep, it's spider season, like it's an Old Navy event.
I thought it was just weird local ad marketing for Spider-Verse.
I remember, so yeah, it happens every 7 years, and I remember in high school, I was over at a friend's house, and we, had probably got back from Jim's having tortilla soup, Jim's Diner, having tortilla soup and smoking cigarettes like idiots, like high schoolers, and we got back to his house, got out of the car, and noticed like, oh, the lawn is moving. There were enough tarantulas on his front lawn to make it look like it was like
I hate that.
Waving. There are probably like 25, 30 tarantulas in his front yard. There was one above, like on the building, on his house. There was one open the screen door, right between the screen door and the door, right up here, tarantula. He did not see it. And he's a tall guy. He's 6'5". He's like as tall as Armando. I did what a good friend does, and you don't say anything. You go, hey, bud, just come. And I grab him. I was like, just come here. Don't look. Just walk with me this way. Walk with me this way. That was like 4 inches from your head. And he just a dry heave, like,
That's so. I hate spiders.
That was so terrifying that I have just been locked in like a cold shock. Just like the tear where you're like,
Just a stun lock of fear.
all right, I know there's some of you everywhere that I go. make some noise if you like spiders. Get them the fuck out of here.
Can we get these people?
And I don't mean out of the ballroom. They're kicked out of RTX forever.
Cut their badges in half in front of them.
I don't get the love for spiders. The only good thing about a spider is that sometimes they eat other spiders.
Yeah.
And I also think, like, do you know how fucked up it is that you have a mating season like Jeepers Creepers comes out to eat people? That's not an okay way. If you do that, you're a monster. You're a literal monster. I've said this many times before. I've advocated for bug genocide.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that it would be better for it.
It would be, we would all be better out. Here's the thing.
I think DuPont and Monsanto are taking care of that for you.
Every time I say this, people are like, yeah, but if we kill all the bugs, then we're only going to live for like 5 more years. Yeah, but 5 more years with no bugs.
I think it's a fair trade. That's a fair trade.
Austin is such an interesting place. When I moved here, I found out so many fun things, like the tarantula thing. I found out somebody else was like, oh, yeah, we have like maybe a serial killer right now.
Yeah.
And I was, you say maybe a serial killer?
It's just like a fun, flirty thing we've been all talking about. Yeah, really, I don't know. Wouldn't it be like quirky if there was just like a guy who's just like, I don't know.
And he was just like fucking murdering people.
I don't know. Like,
throwing their bodies in the lake.
Lady Bird Lake. Like, who's to say?
Yeah, what really fucked me up was like, and this is going to be awful, all right? Already.
Prepare yourselves.
I'm already apologizing. Cut the cameras for a bit.
Deadass.
When they told me that there was maybe a serial killer, I do a true crime podcast, and I listen to a lot of true crime. Thank you. That was too much.
Cool it.
No. You're fine, but like anyone who gets too excited for true crime, I'm like, why?
What did you?
What are you doing? What are you learning how to do it right? Don't say yes.
Well, now you're doing it wrong. You fully incriminated yourself on camera.
Yeah,
Now we have proof.
You fucking spider lover.
Everyone else made a mistake, but I won't.
When I heard that there was a serial killer, I was like, well, I'm probably good because they're like killing women, right? And they were like,
no. We were like, Mondo, they're literally only killing dudes, and you're like, oh.
And then I went a step further and was like, surely it can't be that bad. And I looked up the victims, and I was like, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I went to a casting call for like
Being
playing
murdered.
Armando.
The original moon towers in Austin were built because there was a serial killer in Austin, I believe. Like the original moon towers, there was like they had great names for them, like the Lady Strangler, I think was the original.
No, it was the oh god, it was like
I've been here for 20 years, I still can't remember.
it was like a word for not like a maid.
The Night Stalker,
No, that's a different guy.
That's a whole different
different guy. Who is it?
Servant
Girl Annihilator, like
Which
it's a
is-
ride. Come on down to the Servant Girl Annihilator at the World's Fair.
Servant Girl Annihilator sounds like the name for like one of those drugs that was just like Tylenol and morphine that they would give you back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's the name for a dick pill at a gas station. Yeah, exactly. But now that this is so dark. So this is took a real nasty left turn. But I feel now we need like the moon towers for guys because it's the dudes getting like
us, and now it's important.
That was
This is so fucking stupid because it took me a second. I did not grow up with moon towers, all right?
No.
So when you said that's the reason we have moon towers is because we had a serial killer, I was like, Moon Tower Comedy Festival? Like if we all stay up late and tell jokes, I won't die?
No, the Moon Tower Comedy Festival, the comedy festival named after the thing to keep women from getting murdered, you know?
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
Comedians, historically great at treating women well. But not me, I'm good. Yeah, so the moon towers are like, they're just those big fucking things. Somebody was telling me that we bought them from like France or something.
I think I saw a thing, it was like, I think they like built them in
Detroit.
and then they had to ship them here and like put them up.
And by the time we got them, like they had caught the Servant Girl Annihilator.
No, they never caught him.
Oh.
I think he might have been Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And he might have fucked off to the UK.
He went international?
Yeah.
He took his show on the road, yeah.
I've done about all I can do in Austin, Texas. Now it's time for the big leagues. London, I think. God.
I think.
I don't know. I don't know where they go. I think it's
probably bigger than Austin. If I had to
London
guess.
is not bigger than Austin. They don't have
not that
any
big.
moon towers there.
Well, because we took them all.
Beans on toast. Get the fuck out of here.
Who in
Psychotic.
Who in here is visiting from the UK? Good.
What?
Good.
What?
No.
So brave of you. So brave of you. The one lone, like, yes, all my food is sepia. I'm so sorry.
I love so much because I watched you raise your hand, look around, and go, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, let me see if I can just get out of this one.
Yeah, this is the crowd that went, fuck yeah, Austin, when we talked about Texas, so.
We'll have some nice boiled meats for you after the show.
Shut up. Austin food is weird as shit, man.
Yeah, Austin food is like 2 steps above boiled meat. The meat is boiled. It's just got hatch chilies in it or some shit.
Everything is so, okay, I got a bone to pick with queso, all right? I didn't grow up, first of all, as a lactose intolerant person, it's like giving me the middle finger. And secondly, when I first heard about queso, I'm not proud to admit this, but I thought it was a soup. And I tried to eat it as such.
That's not. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, wow, they're really giving me a small serving of soup. I guess it's just like the.
They put it in a fucking bowl.
Okay.
They put it in a bowl.
I put it to you that if you just put queso in a bread bowl, it becomes a soup.
Ew.
I'm not saying I would eat it. Put queso in a bread bowl, 2 pieces of broccoli in it. It's a soup now.
This is basically a Midwestern soup, right? No, that's like a.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they call. You're from the. That's what.
I'm not from the Midwest.
You're not from
no.
the Midwest, but you're of it sometimes.
I'm not from the Midwest. I'm just over 300 pounds.
Shut up, you. Shut up. You're always going to Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yeah.
That's a real place.
Minneapolis is like the opposite of Austin, where for most of the time it's just absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah.
And then for 2 weeks out of the year, it's just ungodly hot.
I prefer that.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody else was telling me the other. Who was I? Oh, I was talking to one of the guys from Smosh was here.
Sure.
Which I'm super stoked that they're here. Yeah. Until I was talking with him. I think that Shane was like, yeah, I've been in Austin for a couple days now, and I'm actually like loving the heat. And I was like, where are you from? And he's like, well, I've been living in Los Angeles and I was like, no, where are you from? He's like, Arizona? And I was like, that's fucking why. It's because you come from heat. It's all you know.
That's how I felt like this has honestly been like the coolest it's been in Austin for like 3 weeks. And we had a lot of people come in and they were just like, yo, loving this weather. We've been having a June gloom over in LA. And I'm like, I'll kill you. I would literally, oh no, it was 72 degrees. I would murder a man. I would Austin murder a man for 72 degree weather.
I'm going to kill you and crawl inside you, and it's actually colder inside you than it is outside, you piece of shit.
I just feel like when it gets hot, you can only get so naked and you can only get into water for so long. When it's cold, you can layer, you can start a fire.
Put
when
more
it's
stuff
hot,
on.
you can't do anything except suffer.
Yeah.
Except sit on a bag of frozen peas.
If the peas won't even free.
What was that? At least it's not humid
It's
here?
human as fucking shit.
Yeah,
so
what are you talking about? Oh, I've been to Louisiana. Louisiana is just as awful. All right, so my family comes from, down south Mississippi and Louisiana, and I would go out there all the time, and I understood why people could be terrible.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
Oh yeah, I've been to Tuscaloosa.
it's so hot, it does something to your brain. Tuscaloosa got it,
Really?
woo.
Wow.
Who's that? Wait, who said that? Are we related? There's like 50 people in that town, and 25 of them are my cousins. So I don't.
Yeah, what were we talking? What were we even? Oh,
We're talking about how
spiders, fucking
humid it is
spiders.
and how the spiders are horny.
Yeah, I respect you because you come from somewhere that's more humid. But sometimes when people are like, "Gotta love this heat," I'm like, "I'm gonna kill you so hard. We're gonna order 50 more moon towers from Detroit."
Hey, thanks for watching that segment. If you want to catch the full episode, you can go to the Rooster Teeth site and see it there. You can also sign up for first and watch the full episode an entire day early. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, and come back next week. We're going to have more stuff.